EastEnders favourite Sonia Fowler could be set to make an exit from the BBC soap in upcoming episodes, as she plans to escape the conman who claimed to be her father, Rocky. Sonia, played by Natalie Cassidy, had a very dramatic Christmas on EastEnders when she discovered Rocky, Brain Conley, wasn't actually her father but the uncle of Dottie Cotton, Millie's hero, Tom Cotton. Despite helping him when he was admitted to hospital over the new year with a troublesome heart, the beloved BBC soap character has tried to avoid him at all costs. However, in next week's episodes of the weeknight serial drama, she could be set to take drastic action to ensure she gets him out of her life for good. In episodes soon to air on screen, Nancy Carter, Maddie Hill, will be helping Rocky learn how to use a laptop given he has moved into the Queen Vic. Mick Carter, Danny Dyer, wasn't too pleased when his mother, Shirley Carter, Linda Henry, invited the conman to live under their roof. So when he sees the man who claimed to be Sonia's father using the laptop, he takes his chance to get rid of him for good. In front of Sonia, the pub landlord berates the schemer for watching inappropriate content on his laptop, and this leaves the pensioner feeling highly embarrassed. Despite the anger Mick is feeling, Sonia and Rocky share a cheeky smile at the innocent mistake, and it seems they could be set to put the past behind them. Hoping to make amends for trying to rinse her accounts so Dottie could get the inheritance money she thought she was owed, Rocky tries to give his daughter figure some money. Unfortunately for him, Sonia is not forgiving of his actions and despite sharing a smile with him, doesn't want to move on from his misdemeanors. With it looking like Rocky isn't going to be leaving the square, Sonia could decide she needs to be the one to leave the square. Albeit temporary, she could book plane tickets to go and visit her daughter Bex Fowler, Jasmine Armfield, in another country. This could therefore give her some time to think about what she wants to do about Rocky and whether they can coexist together. Rocky would be horrified to know he'd driven the mother of one away from her home, and he could begin to contemplate his own future on the square. But persistent by nature, he could stick around for a few months to see Sonia return from her holidays, despite her trying to escape him. Though, with friends in Walford keeping her updated on whether she can return, she might take an extended leave of absence as she comes to the realization she wants her fake father out of her life. With the message given loud and in clear to the conman, he must leave the square, he could pack up his belongings and plan to start a new chapter. As the schemer could be out of her life forever, will the mother of one return home, or will she decide life is too short and embark on the adventure of a lifetime free of all her problems? The actor who plays Rocky, Brian, has spoken out about how his character has begun to feel more like Sonia's father than he had ever expected. In an interview, the soap star said, "This family that he has been a part of and very much wants to be a part of now. I think all the way along he has got a heart, and it doesn't feel right. He's realizing how wonderful that this situation is, that the man who didn't have a family has got one now and that he loves them dearly. I think at the birthday party, when it's not even his birthday, he's pretending to be someone else, and that watch, when she gives him the watch, that made me so upset when I was reading it," he told metro.co.uk. It's not even been a year since the conman first rocked up in EastEnders, but he has caused a whole heap of trouble over the past 8 months. Even though Rocky could leave and allow Sonia to return, the one thing that could keep her away would be the constant reminders of him. She would always have sympathy from her neighbors for believing the conman was the father she had never properly met. Kathy Beale, Gillian Tailforth, who became Rocky's lover, would also be just across the square and would constantly be wondering what Rocky made of his life. With none of her original family left in Walford either, besides her ex-husband Martin Fowler, James Bye, there could be nothing left for her. After 2 decades of being on the show, could this really be the end for one of the show's most iconic characters? The actress who plays Sonia, Natalie, considered leaving the show years ago, but it was Phil Mitchell star Steve McFadden who convinced her to stay. Natalie explained in an episode of Secrets from the Square, "When I was thinking of leaving when I was 18, I remember sitting down with him. He said, 'Listen, you don't know what you've got here, you don't want to go anywhere, Terry's nothing better than this, trust me. I came back and said, Steve, I did it, she added, before stating, he said, what have you done, and I said, I'm leaving. He wouldn't talk to me. And when he says this story he still gets annoyed now, he says, she just never listened to me, she completely ignored my advice.